You want healthy. So we'll take this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Never seen love like this. No. Hey, what's good, Abdi? Morning. How you doing, man? We're here at Bimbo again, man. Going live. Making sure we good. God bless. Oh. Sort of got it. KBZ. What's good, man? What's good? Good Friday to everyone. Hope everybody is safe. God bless. Y'all already know what it is. We live from Bimbo Bakery. We just getting the stuff, pushing it out. No, I could tell you, bro, you big pulse. Happy good Agnes. Happy Good Friday to you too. Happy Good Friday. Hey, listen, I was saying, guys, too. Yesterday, you were talking about, some of the stuff with the Ravens and how they continuously gamble with, I feel like, their roster. I really hope that this year is one year that they finally get, what I'm saying, they get their stuff together. I don't see how we can win a championship if they keep gambling. Happy Good Friday, sir. Keep gambling with our future. I don't see it. I really don't see it, guys. And I keep saying that. Nick right there, give me pop. What did Nick Wright do this time? Oh, I don't want listen. Trevor Lawrence it's so funny. I laugh how do you notice how he just got paid top of the line quarterback money, but none of the expectations are on his back for Justin Herbert or Lawrence. I just kind of find that funny. It's the same lack of expectation that's on Joe Burrow. It's the same lack of expectation that seems to be on Josh Allen, but seems to be ever so prevalent on Lamar. This junk is hilarious to me. As I don't even cover, as long when it comes to him, I don't say nothing. When it comes to when it comes to Trevor Lawrence, I don't say nothing. I be like whatever, because to me it's so ridiculous, bro. Like it really is. It's like how you got a player that gets the top of the line money, right? Top of the line money. He gets excuses after excuses. They build around him. They give him weapons. You can't say you don't got that stuff. And it's just like, it's okay. Everything's all right. He's our quarterback. It's nasty work, bro. That's very true. It's like you don't even hear about Lawrence anymore. Exactly. This junk is crazy to me, bro. It's different rules. It really is different rules. I'm putting this in the gimbal, guys, so that we can go live and you guys could stand as I'm putting this on the gimbal. So just listen to my voice. It's about to go on right now. Boom. See? All right. Yeah. The heck? I don't know what the gimbal's doing this morning. There it goes. The man made 1,000 excuses and said Trevor Lawrence and the Jazz go into the division. Laugh out loud, really? Bro, I'm gonna be real. Like I said, oh, Raven, how you doing? How you doing? Kush, good morning. Who's three said cover yourself in barbecue sauce? I don't know what that means. Um, but yeah, man, that's what I try to tell you. When it comes to him, I don't talk a lot. I just be like, whatever. I don't get mad at it. I just be like, it's total different rules. And that's why people like Nick Wright, I can never like get behind. I can't really support because let's keep it a buck. This like him and Herbert have been letdowns, big letdowns, and they've both been paid like they're, you know what I'm saying, Lamar them, and nothing said. It's just like it is what it is. That's just the way the market goes. You notice how when it's them, it's just the way the market goes. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Those two get more. They get more love than any or more grace than any quarterback I've ever seen, ever. And it's not even close. I'm getting the boxes, guys. Hold on. So you know, I won't believe in that. And just to me, if you're gonna grade quarterbacks, grade them all the same way. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to give them excuses, give them excuses. You can't say, well, this quarterback deserves excuses, but we're not going to give this other quarterback no excuses. Let's keep it a buck. Hey, Kush with the $10 donation to start the day off. Thank you, man. Best Nation donation. Thank you so much, bro. Much love, much love. Kush with the first donation. Omega 21 Nitro. I hope Lamar plays out his contract and goes to another team. They're just screwing with him, honestly. If he wins, here's the thing, guys, and I keep trying to say, if Lamar wins, he's not. I don't think he's going anywhere because then you'll probably just want to retire here. Then that's up to the Ravens. Because once again, I'm telling y'all, man, these prices are getting quite expensive for these players. They're not playing no more. Like they want to get paid. So how long will the Ravens keep wanting to keep that problem? Until they say, oh, we can just start over. We've won enough titles. Like that's what you have to worry about. That's another thing I was going to get to with the Ravens for future reference for you guys, so you know. And then, you know what the funny thing is? The same Raven fans that are saying, "Oh, we need a Super Bowl, we need a Super Bowl." If they got rid of Lamar because they're like, "Look, he's expensive now. We'll just start over. We won enough for now. We'll just kind of reset." They'll be the same ones to be like, "Yo, we just won 3 or 4 Super Bowls. I don't know why you guys are complaining about getting rid of a high-priced quarterback when we can just do the whole thing over again." So it'll be the same people making excuses for that foolishness. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. So that's how that junk works. They make excuses. But back to you, Jared. I will never understand the excuses made for those two quarterbacks. Never, like, never, never. At least, at least with Joe Burrow, you can make this thing said. Well, he's been to a Super Bowl. He's been to an AFC Championship game twice. Josh Allen's been to an AFC Championship game once. You know what I'm saying? Like Lamar Jackson, he has 3 All-Pros, been to an AFC Championship game. He's been an MVP twice. Like, think about the hate that he gets on a normal basis. And you see Herbert and Lawrence, I get nothing. It's nasty work, bro. Nasty work. King Blaze, what's good, man? Hey, I appreciate you too, Kush. Thank you so much, man. God bless, man. Herbert is showing he's a star QB, though. Trevor is trash. I mean, what's your definition of a star QB? Then that starts to become the problem, right? Like, what's your definition of a star QB? Because a star QB should be able to hold up their team. That's what a star QB does. This is why I have a problem with people calling Philip Rivers and them. Like, Philip Rivers was a really good quarterback, but he wasn't a star quarterback to me. Like, star quarterbacks regardless, are supposed to win. You feel me? They're supposed to put you in they're supposed to consistently get you into a winner's, you know what I'm saying, position. You can't say that with Philip Rivers. You can't say that with Justin Herbert. You can't say that with Trevor Lawrence. You can't say that with none of them guys. You can't even tell the truth. The last 2 years, I mean, you can make argument, but you can't even truly say that about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow been to the playoffs twice. In how many years now? 5 or 6 years? Think about it. That's all. That's all he's been. People talking about him like he's Joe Montana. Like, get out of here. And I know some people will make the argument saying, well, Joe Montana had an amazing team. Not always. Joe Montana won a title without Jerry Rice. For everyone that wants to understand that and don't understand. Like, you feel me? That's why I try to tell people, like, there's levels to this, man. There's levels. That's why people like Nick Wright and them, I can't respect those dudes. I just can't. It's very hard for me to respect them because I look at them and I say, bro, y'all are just, y'all really pick and choose. I'm not picking and choosing when I say stuff about QBs. If I say something, I hold them all at that level. You feel me? If it's Lamar, if it's Josh, any of them. That's how you're supposed to grade people. It's like, no. Well, this guy can move so fast, so we're not going to grade him at the same thing. Well, just because he can run fast, we're not going to build him an offensive line. He doesn't need one. Like, get out of here, man. You know how many careers are ruined because of that? That mindset? That's stupidity. That's foolishness. Absolute foolishness. And I'm not going to tolerate that. So you know that's why you get the content you get from me. Because I'm gonna hold them guys accountable. Like, I've watched games, multiple games, where no matter what happens, Lamar is getting the blame. He could play perfectly and still get the blame. I'm telling you this right now. That's why I laugh at them. Like, whoa, if he didn't do this, if he still, if he played perfect, Lamar threw no interceptions, completed 20 of 25 passes, 22 passes out of 25 passes, no fumbles, no nothing, 4 touchdowns and loss, they still blame Lamar. That's my problem with that foolishness. They blame Lamar and say that he has to do more. Those 2 or 3 passes that he didn't complete is the reason why his team didn't win. That's exactly what they would say. Matter of fact, we've seen them say stuff like that. So it's not even beyond the pale. Hence my problem with them. And it'll stay a problem with them because I don't believe in that foolishness. I want to get these boxes to the back because they're already piled up. So I'm trying to move everything around. Might just put this one inside the truck. Hold on, guys. It's a big box. I don't have nowhere to put it. I ain't finna keep fighting with it. All right. And best nation is donation. Once again, thank you, Coach, for the first donation of the day. Greatly appreciated. And I hope everyone that's just tuning in is having a great Good Friday. We're at Bimbo Bakeries again on this Friday. No days off. Well, we're actually not doing the bread box today. We go pantry tomorrow. So all the bread that we get today is going to be given at the pantry. So one way or the other, you're getting their stuff. Looking for some hot stuff, baby, to feel it. I got some hot stuff. Ugh. I had to go up on the truck, guys. Give me a second. There it goes. All right. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, Gabe Sweeney, how you doing? How you doing? What's it called? But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Nitro, the narrative is now shifting. Lamar is not getting blamed for the Andrews drop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's absolute he should throw a better ball when the ball hit him straight in his numbers. It's just like I said before, it's disingenuous from a QB that never amounted to anything in the league. A QB that couldn't throw it if he was standing still with a perfect pocket. It's talking to a QB who was a multiple time MVP. Like how dare like in the past was perfect. But that's what I'm saying, bro. You ever notice when there's mistakes, it's like, well, his pass should have been perfect then. It's like, and I've said this before, no QB throws perfect passes. That's impossible because they have to mitigate the pocket and the pass rush while this stuff is going down. So then you hear people like, well, that's what they're paid to do. Like, watch tape. Not every ball is perfect. That's what sometimes the receivers have to adjust. That's just factual. That's not me being, oh, I'm making excuses. No, it's not. That's just facts. That's what gets me mad. When you watch Joe Burrow not throw perfect balls, Jamar Chase will alter his body. T. Higgins will alter his body. And then I'll hear bigger excuses how, they don't have that, so he has to do better. It's like, bro, you have to start laughing at it like it's just comical. How foolish you think people are? They're going to keep eating up that crap, keep saying, oh, well, he has to do better. He has to throw, he has to be perfect. And if they're perfect, he wins. If they're not, but he's a quarterback. He's going to get hit. Get out of here. And I don't want to hear anybody come here making excuses for Joe Burrow on that, because Joe Burrow was turning the ball over late in games. Some of them games they're supposed to win, he turned the ball over late, even for his amazing stats. He would turn the ball over late and certain stuff like that, and that's how they would come back. And mind you, I already said this, Joe Burrow's a top 5 QB in the league. For reference, for context. So a lot of people that, I'm not one of those, I'm just going to hate on everything because they're the Bengals. No. But I just wish sometimes we gave other people grace. And now we got to worry about what we're doing with Mark Andrews. Like, is it a great, like, is this a solidified thing? Like, are we going to move on? Like, I don't like that. Like, I think we should move on. It makes too much sense not to move on. But once again, EDC and them be thinking that they're the smartest people in the room, and they'll make foolish stuff and be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. Lamar will make it work. Now they got another, and we don't even know if they're going to extend Derrick Henry. I heard there's plenty of Raven fans that don't want to extend Henry. They don't want to extend him. And I'm just looking at them like, wow, okay. After what you've seen, you don't want to extend. He's old. Well, you didn't believe he could do it from the beginning. That's my problem with the Lamar as a super team thing. I'm having a great day. But tonight I'm going to see Sinners. Oh, I can't wait to watch Sinners. I think we look at QBs differently because you think Jalen Hurts is top 5, and I think Jalen Herbert more talented. Clearly a QB. Jalen Hurts shows up the biggest during big games. Let's just keep it a fact. When the money's on the table, Jalen Hurts shows out. That is a fact. Justin Herbert has had games where it should have been over, and he made mistakes. Bro, do you know how – okay, let's do it this way. Could you imagine if Lamar Jackson threw 4 interceptions in a playoff game? What the narrative would be? Not all his receivers tipped, because there's always context, right? If the receivers tipped it into the air, and then, you know what I'm saying, they were just playing horrible and they caused – no. I'm talking straight up just selling. Can you imagine what would be said about him? Can you imagine what would be said? I know what would be said. It wouldn't be pretty neither. It would not be pretty. So that's why I say what I say. For the longest time, they've said, well, who done donated? Someone done donated $5. Professor walked down with a $5 donation. Lamar threw it away because Andrews dropped it on the sidelines when he zipped it into the first half. So he basically made it easy. Exactly. He went like this to it. Shout out to you, Professor Walkdown. Second donation of the day. Best nation donation. But yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's ridiculous. And you notice how they always question how much Lamar's making. To Jared's point, so they always question it. Well, he's making so much money, so he should be able to make this pass. It should be perfect. But they don't say it about Joe. They don't say it about none of the other ones. That stuff bothers me. I don't like that stuff. Like, if you're gonna critique players, critique them for real. That's why, for me personally, I couldn't be in those predicaments, because I would call them out on the hypocrisy on live television. I'd make them real uncomfortable. Real uncomfortable. Morning. I'd make them real uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. Because why are you, think about this, right? You're saying, well, it's okay for this one, but it's not okay for the other. Get out of here. Just imagine, the disrespect. And keep a straight face acting like, oh, well, 55 million. And all of them do that. Stephen A has done that. They've called into question his money. Like, you're not doing this to any of the other guys. Joe Burrow missed the playoffs. Why aren't you calling that in? And mind you, I'm not hating. I'm saying keep the same energy, right? What do we hear when it comes to Lamar? The regular season doesn't matter. But if Lamar and the Ravens lose one game, then it leaves every person's everything for the whole week. That's what I'm saying. Not going to be on those shows. That's what I'm saying because they would hate me. They'd be like, "Oh, well, we got to talk about." No, you said it doesn't matter. So why does it matter now? That's my energy. I'd be like, "You said it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's just a regular season. They'll make the playoffs. We'll see what happens then." That's how I would do. Like, wow. So you're not going to talk about like why? You said it doesn't matter what he does. So if it doesn't matter, I'm saying okay. I agree with you. It doesn't matter. Well, we don't mean it like that. What we mean is that when he's doing great things, we don't really care. But when he's bad, then we can critique him. That doesn't make sense. That's nasty work. Mind you, Joe Burrow's missed the playoffs in the past 2 seasons. Herbert's missed the playoffs in the last 2 seasons. Lawrence has missed the playoffs in the last 2 seasons. You'll hear no every excuse that can be made to man's been made for all. They won't even talk about Lawrence anymore. They'd be like, oh, he's gonna bounce back. He has so much talent. That's all you hear. Oh God. But then in the same breath, try to discount Jalen Hurts' Super Bowl. Nah, bro, I'm real about stuff. I'm real about stuff, bro. You ain't even gonna do that. They would want Lamar out of the NFL. What? Trav, y'all seen Lamar Jackson and Raising Canaan? No, I haven't. Good morning, Gregory Smith. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing, man? How you doing? That's fair because if Lamar missed the playoffs, the media would go crazy on him. They let Burrow say exactly. If everybody was hurt, if everybody was hurt and they missed the playoffs, they'd still blame Lamar and say, you're good. You should be good enough in the hardest division of football to still get to at least the playoffs. That's exactly what they would say. He's not worth his contract. That's what they would say. And then of course I'd be mad disrespectful to them and be like, so this person's missing. You haven't said it. Well, Lamar's a superstar. Like, get out of here with that crap. Yeah, I didn't even want the man to play quarterback. Like, what are we talking about here? But when he gets like that, then they get in their feelings. They're like, well, you don't want us to critique him. That's not critique. You're not critiquing him at all. It's nasty, bro. Absolutely nasty. You're not even critiquing the man. You're just hating. You're just at that point, you're just hating. We're almost done, guys. I want to get more of the they like the English muffins. So I'm gonna go check for the English muffins right now, guys. We got enough of the hard bread though. Got enough of that. And we get the other stuff to go back. So we're working, we're working. Hold on, let me see what you said, bro. I didn't see what you said. Zabrani Bogus, how you doing? Good morning. This might be off the subject, but I feel like Bateman has played his last game as a Raven. I know we think Andrews will be traded, but Bateman has the perfect contract to trade. They're not trading Bateman. For that little bit amount of money, they'll never trade him. You gotta understand it's business 101. If they're getting even 1,000 yards out of Bateman on that little paltry contract he is, that's they're not gonna give up that level of contract for that production. They're not gonna do it. I'm not asking, they're not gonna do it. That's why they were so quick to offer him more money, a little bit more money than what he made on the other thing. Because they knew what the wide receiver market was looking like. This is the Ravens playing 3D chess. Once again, they think they're not dumb. They just always feel like they're the smartest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? Which is a problem. But they're not stupid. They're not getting rid of that. That contract is too favorable for them. Good idea putting the sun directly behind you. That's fair because of Lamar missed. Yeah, the notification again, but I mean, Envy was good. Good morning, good morning. Happy Good Friday, man. Happy Good Friday. Bear Muhammad Nitro, stop blocking the sun, man. I'm a big dude. I don't know what you expect. Like, yo, but it's because I have wide shoulders. If you look at it, I have very wide shoulders. Yeah. Does have the right contract. Exactly. He has the perfect. Hey, what's good, coach? Showing love, much love, man. Big Reg host, and happy Good Friday to you, coach, to you and your fam. Big Reg host, the big boy. I figured out a long time ago that the hate on Lamar has nothing to do with his play. It's all about him being a good person. They don't want him to have it all. Probably. But let's be real, they're never getting rid of that Bateman. That Bateman contract is so favorable. They be, bro, they'll never get that production. This is the reason why I've said so many times that I know for a fact they're not gonna pay Hollywood Brown. That's why I said that. I mean, Zay Flowers. They're not gonna pay him. That's exactly why I said that. You have to understand that there's levels to this. I say stuff for a reason. They're not gonna pay that man that money. Are you not seeing what's being said right now? What's going on? You saw what that market is at? You really think they're going to sit back and pay that man all that money? You're outside of your mind. Ooh, I got the originals right here. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Yeah, I got the block and I hope Tez get cooking. I stopped watching Stephen A. long time ago when he went calling Kobe the GOAT to Jordan again, back to Kobe and LeBron and back to Jordan. He gets paid to speak narratives, all I think. Yeah, they all do. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys, just be nice. It's the chat. Come on, guys, we just having fun in here. But hold on, I got you guys kind of high up. I got some stuff that I got the originals. I want to get off this one, and then we're gonna be out of here. Matter of fact, look, hold on, see. So I love the gimbal. I got a gimbal. Tell me how that I purchased a while ago, but now I'm making better use of it. So like when I'm in a vehicle or something else like that, I'll just bring the gimbal with me, and then we'll take it from there. So it works out well that way. I try to get a variety of everything because the people have different tastes. So what I try is I just try to get a variety. Just Blaze. Hey coach, hit me in the Discord if you get a COD. Oh, Big Reg, man, you be on COD. I'm not gonna be on COD really, guys, today because I'm going to extravaganza with my child. So I'm with. I'm not gonna be on it today, but I'm gonna be on it tomorrow though. I'll be on COD tomorrow. So if y'all want to run COD, let me know. We'll run it tomorrow. We'll definitely run it for tomorrow. I'll be on there, bro. Um. Oh, I know we can't always keep up with comments. Oh, they got arguing in there. But yeah, man. So like I said before, I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all with the Bateman thing. Bateman has the best contract for a wide. He has the exact kind of contract that the Ravens are willing to pay a wide receiver. That's another reason why I don't think that they were mad that he was. That's why he. That's why. That's the real reason he stuck with him. He didn't because he believed in him. No, because he knew that eventually, if he starts to get production, he's on a discount, a heavy discount, and that's what they want. They want every player on a big discount. So if Bateman started being like, "Oh, I'm showing out now," he's on a crazy discount. And once he's up to get paid that massive, like, okay, now I'm up for a big raise, they're gonna say, "All right, bye." That's all they're gonna do. That's the way they conduct business. So I want you to understand it's not me being facetious, it's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? One listen, Bateman's already flashed and Lamar feels comfortable with him. So I and EDC is the one that drafted him. So EDC is gonna give him every opportunity to be successful, right? Especially after what they've done, because they know, bro. Listen, man, it's a dog eat dog world out there, bro. I want people to understand that they're always thinking about the dollar. They're thinking about every dollar. That's the way that EDC and them roll. So when we're thinking about, oh no, he really wants the best for them, bro, he's trying to save money. I'm telling you this, man. That's just the way that they do things. So when they see Bateman flashing, like we've all seen Bateman flash, they're like, okay, well, he's not gonna get no, he's not gonna be up for another big contract. We'll just give him this. He'll be happy with it. And then when he's up for more money, then if anything, we could trade him or move on. At that time, think about it. If we win a title, I want you to understand this real quick, right? If we win a title, do you have any idea what the price tag for Zay Flowers and Bateman is going to be on the next contracts? Okay, I want to make sure y'all understand that. Zay already has 1,000 yards receiving. He has 1,900 yards in his first 2 seasons. What do you think his price tag is going to be, bro? Bro. And I remember we were talking about it on lunch break hot take. Shout out to those guys. What's it called? You know what I'm saying? And they even came to like, yeah, they're probably not going to pay him because eventually you have to realize the market is going up. The highest paid is at 40 right now, right? Everybody else, the higher other ones are at like 36, 35, and then under them, the Waddles and the Higgins and those type of players, they're on the $28 million range, $29 million range. Do you think the Ravens are going to pay Zay Flowers $28, $29 million a year, and it's going up? That's what it is now. The price is going up, and have Bateman also to have to pay, and let's not to mention they're going to have to pay most likely. Yeah, all right. Y'all keep wishing on a star. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening. That's why I said now is the time. Plus, if we win a Super Bowl, right, their price tags go up even higher. How are we feeling about the MLB position? Take the chance on Simpson or draft? You mean the draft? I don't even know. What actual excuses does Lamar Jackson get? I had a Bills fan tell me that Lamar gets the most excuse of any player in the league. No, that's ridiculous. And we don't even have to argue it. Like he's talked about at verbatim because of the views and the eyes that he brings. That's facts. That's not even me bringing it. So let me explain this to you. So when ESPN, after every topic, they get a spreadsheet on what the viewership was like. Every channel does it. But I know Stephen A. Smith has admitted out of his own mouth to checking it himself. Every time they have break, they found that Lamar Jackson, regardless of what goes on, he drives viewership and after viewership. So he's not just saying that we're watching you now about it. People will go to ESPN.com or YouTubers like me will cover what they said about him on the back end. So not only are they making the money to say, okay, you're watching the channel so they're getting their commercial deals. Now they're getting checks from YouTube and stuff like that because people are tuning in to what they say online. You understand where I'm coming from? That's factual, and that's why they do what they do. Lamar he don't get excuses. He don't get excuses made for him. Josh gets excuses. You notice how everybody said if you don't win a Super Bowl, the MVPs don't count. They don't matter nothing. Josh gets the MVP, and all of a sudden, oh yeah. You notice how everyone was so happy to see Josh get one. Oh yes, he got, and how they was celebrated. Was Lamar the MVP ever celebrated? No. There's a reason. There's a reason. They don't like him. They like nothing about that man. They have to talk about him. 'Cause it's just like what Stephen A. said with LeBron James. Like Stephen A. don't like LeBron, but he's like, I'll talk about you until you retire. Then you won't hear about me talk about you ever again. They have to talk about Lamar. That's how they get paid. But they know that the negativity about Lamar sells the most. And mind you, Lamar is not as vocal about things as let's say a LeBron, who makes things very vocal in how he does things, right? So, but LeBron is probably one of the most, if not the most scrutinized athlete of all time, to be fair. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's levels to this, man. There really is levels. These guys got to understand, like, they don't care. They don't care if they're ruining your legacy. They don't care about any of that stuff. As long as they're getting paid, that's what they do. What they do, and that's why for so many players do not like the media because they know that they talk their side. They talk out the side of their necks. A lot of those media members will beg. You think YouTubers are the ones begging these guys for stuff? No, A lot of times it's these media. Oh, let me go out to the club with you, or let me get an interview and blah blah. They're the ones begging it because their money is strictly tied to like they'll get fired if they don't get a certain amount of traction and stuff like that. So that's why they do what they do. So they're like, yo, you use us, and then you treat us like trash, and then try to make stories off of us. Look what Hensley tried to do with Lamar when he tried him to go viral, talking about some that the gay thing. I forgot what it was. It was like a homosexual thing where he said that Lamar was going against homosexuality or something like that, hoping that it would trend. And then Lamar looked at him and said, "Bro, are you serious right now? You know that's not what I said, and you know that's not what I meant." Oh, I'm just putting out what you know what I'm saying, what's going on. Like, no, bro. You're trying to go viral on the back of somebody else. It's wrong. That's wrong, bro. Exactly, Jared. Times he gets excuses. That's just the way it be going, bro. It's so annoying to watch. Mind you, and I'm fair about stuff. You know, I don't have to be your biggest fan to give you grace. Like, if Josh played great and his team let him down, that's what happened. That's not his fault. He did his job. Oh wow, sorry guys, it fell. Whoa. Okay, I think that should be it for today, guys. All right, Mirrors and Nitro. Most excuses probably goes to Trevor. Yeah, Trevor and Herbert. Thank you, KBZ, for monitoring. Thank you, bro. Much love. Oh, Antonio Williams was good. I hate on the Ravens. I hate how the Ravens operate. I wish Lamar would leave. I don't wish it. I'm a Raven fan. So I don't want him to leave. But if that ended up being what's best for his career, I'm not mad at him. I wouldn't be mad at him. That's what was best for his career. Like, could you imagine if Lamar left and immediately started winning multiple Super Bowls? How bad the front office for the Ravens would look. Then what they would do is they would pivot and say, "Well, it was because of the front office why he didn't." That's what they would pivot to. Just to let you guys know that they pivot to that almost immediately. I think that's enough. All right, guys. It's a lot of food. Look at that. Look at that. Crazy, crazy amount. Yo, producer, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hold on, guys. Let me say bye to everybody. All right, we're done for the day. Let me say bye. Hold on. All right, man.
Get out of here, buddy.
Yeah. You want to get out of here soon too?
Yep, here in just a few minutes.
All right. We ended up good on time then.
You have a great weekend, my friend.
You too, man. Don't work too hard. And happy Easter. So yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying, guys? Like I look at this from the mindset of saying, okay, we grade people how they're supposed to be graded. You know what I'm saying? Stop suppressing. If the Ravens were really bad about it, if you don't believe me, you can ask any YouTuber this. If the Ravens were really bad about it, they would have did all of these moves during Lamar's rookie contract. You know that, right? Like like straight up, like he would have, like they would have been easily, you know what I'm saying, um, doing this stuff from the time he was a rookie. But this is why I told y'all before. I don't believe the Ravens really believed in him. They didn't think. That's why they saw it was so hard at first to build a thing around him, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we take that back." It was very easy, no dip. How long was everyone telling us? Listen, I'm not the only one. Coach Lunch Break was saying this too. You know what I'm saying? They were saying, "Bro, we could easily build something around Lamar. Why do people keep thinking it's Greg Roman?" Right? Where are all those people at now? They're like, "Oh, Greg Roman was needed for Lamar." Right? Okay. Where are those people now? What are they saying about it now? You notice how they lost their bite? You don't really hear them saying anything no more? There's a reason. There's a reason. You know what I'm saying? KBG, thank you for that again. Lamar didn't get his contract until he demanded a trade. Exactly. They weren't trying to acquiesce to nothing. It wasn't just about the money. The Ravens don't like players having power. So I keep trying to tell people they do not like players having power. And to them, should I just keep it like that? I want to be able to put it somewhere where it's absolutely that's all it's about. Sorry, guys. Somebody was calling me. All right. Got it. Here we go. Putting you guys in the truck on the top so we can get out of here. But that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That's why a lot of times why I gets me mad with a lot of Raven fans because it's like they don't seem to understand that notion. It's not because they hate or anything. It's because once again, this is a power. Everything's about power play and money. Follow the money. Follow the money. Like the Ravens didn't even know what they had in Lamar. Now they're patting themselves on the back, like, look at us. Oh God, we even know what we had, and we're doing better than you guys that didn't even want him. Off top, but I want to see one of them drums again, Jared Dorsey. Hey, listen, man, I'm not the main drummer no more of the church. I'm just the auxiliary guy. When the other drummer's down, I rock in. You feel me? I grew up playing. I was the first drummer there. I used to be the head drummer at multiple churches. I've been the head drummer at 4 different churches. Um, but once again, I'm not the one at this one. I'm like the auxiliary guy, and whatever they need me to do at the church is what I do. Like right now, hey, happy Good Friday, sir. All right, have a great weekend. Happy Easter. You too. God bless. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you guys saw me jamming, that's the first time I played drums in like months. I'm actually rusty, very rusty. I can't do some of the stuff I used to. I have to get back on, and I got to get back into my paradiddles. You already know any drummer that's here. You know when you start to not practice those paradiddles, your hand movement, your wrist movement isn't as strong, and it isn't as quick, and it isn't as fluid. It's more forced. You know what I'm saying? So for all the people that do music out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But back to the NFL stuff, guys. I'm a realist, right? If you know what you have, you invest in it from the beginning. I'm not hating because at the end of the day, right, the Ravens did draft Lamar Jackson. But if they would have believed in him from the beginning, we would have been getting all of this from jump. There wouldn't have been no problems. Think about it. Think about what the Bengals were willing to do for Joe Burrow as soon as they drafted him. Think about what the Chargers were willing to do for Herbert as soon as they drafted him. Lawrence as soon as they drafted him. Mahomes when they drafted him. Josh Allen when they drafted him. Come on now, bro. Now they're patting themselves on the back, being like, "Oh, well, you know, uh, we knew he was good, and we're happy Lamar is here, and everything else, and blah 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 blah." But y'all didn't really believe in the man at first. Y'all didn't, and y'all saying y'all did. If you did, you would have never put him in the position where he could end his career in some of the run dominant formations you were using. You were thinking that you would use him up and discard it. Let's keep it a buck. That's what you were thinking. Because even they thought that, well, that won't last forever. You can't play that way forever. And then Lamar proved that he could do more on various levels. He proved that he's better than that. And then they were like, okay, well, but we still don't want to pay him because we don't know what his ceiling might be. Now it's all, man, yeah, forget it. He's great. He's amazing. Man, I want him to be the best quarterback in the league. You're just for realizing that then? Like now? Like you're just realizing that he could be the best quarterback in the league now? That makes no sense to me. Mind you, I know that sometimes you miss on picks, and 2020 is always hindsight's always 2020. But it's like, come on now, bro. If a guy comes in to the league in their rookie year on a 4-5 squad, makes them get to the playoffs, the very next year they win 14 games with him, right? And he gets an MVP, leads the league in passing touchdowns. That would pretty much give me another. I can build my own team around him, right? That should be enough proof. They waited how many more seasons to have any more proof? Raven fans was trying to say, even after what they saw from Lamar, that Huntley could do what he do. What's the other guy that was called like throw it on a dot? Oh, that bro, this dude almost caused an accident, bro. What is he doing? Like, what are you? Oh, that's why. Man almost caused the accident because of the red light. Now he's every middle QB's comp. It's crazy. Nitro hating is just not acceptable, bro. Yeah, bro, exactly, and unanimous. And I don't believe in hating. Like, if you notice, I don't hate on Josh Allen. Even though I go at Bills fans at times, I don't hate on Josh Allen. I just tell you the truth about Josh Allen, just like I'll tell you the truth about Lamar, the truth about Patrick. Like, that's real. That's just the way I run things. Put any QB on the Ravens, and it won't win more than 7 games. Facts. Facts. Before I had said before that when we had those certain players and everything else, I said it. I said, look, if on everything I love, if these other quarterbacks would have went to this, then because the Ravens would have believed in them, they would have been already trying to surround them with talent. They were more than happy of not surrounding Lamar with proper talent because they felt like they were saving money and that Lamar could cover up so many different holes. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But that organization, that's a very foolish mindset and a very foolish way to think. Like, it's asinine to say the least. Asinine. Because it's like, okay, you don't think he's great, but you don't want him going nowhere. You want him at a discount, and you don't want to give him weapons. And you've missed on how many of your draft picks. Let's keep it a buck. Hollywood Brown, as much as even I used to like Hollywood, I still like Hollywood. That was a miss. When you see the other talent from the wide receiver position that came out that drive, we missed. Yo, we missed. And then they got rid of Hollywood Brown and said, Bateman will do all the work. We're good. Nasty work. They reached out. The flag on the big. Yeah, I heard that. That wouldn't make, bro. If Flacco would have came back to Baltimore, there would be literal Raven fans that would be screaming for him to get back on the field over Lamar Jackson. I promise you, bro. I'm not even asking you. Heck, we were playing them, and you had a lot of them rooting for Joe Flacco, wishing that he would beat us, and then saying that we're not real Raven fans. Nasty work, bro. Hypocrisy at its finest. Hypocrisy at its finest. Yeah, and I know you guys remember it too. When we were playing and Joe was on, like, I had that big resurgence, and all of them was wishing that when we played him that Joe would win. They're like, y'all see, well, we're a fan of Joe Flacco, and we wanted that success against us. Weren't you just the same one saying that we're just Lamar fans, or we're just say Flower fans, or whatever else it is like that? We're not really Raven fans, and now you're hoping that the Ravens lose for Joe Flacco, the same Joe Flacco, right, that had us out of the playoffs 4 out of 5 seasons. Come on now, bro. Come on now, bro. Y'all tripping. We should do what the Dolphins is. Hypocrisy. 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 Yo, man, people be out here wilding, bro. Wilding. Wilding. They make me want to go to my sink and vomit, clean it up with Comet. Or if it's my planet, you feel me? Like, yo, yeah, yeah, Envy with Ricky Williams. I remember that. So that's why, like, I'm gonna be real with you. The AFC is stacked with a lot of great players,
and it looked like they're going to get even more stacked. I'm praying to God the NFL does not let Shedeur Sanders fall to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am praying because I'll be so pissed. Oh, yeah, he's not that good of a prospect. Then when he starts to light everybody to heck, oh, how did we miss on this? That, bro, this is what I'm trying to tell you, how the media can askew. Everybody saw what Shedeur did in college with a bad offensive line, right? Everybody saw. Now they're questioning what they saw. They're questioning if every throw could have been better. Like, what? It would have been the first black QB to win the Super Bowl for the Ravens if we win it all. Yeah. We're not, there's no way on God's green earth we get Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is not falling 21 spots, 25 spots. He won't. The Texans would grab him. Imagine teaming on with what's his name over there. The Texans would grab him up quick if it fell to them. I think the Colts would grab him up if he fell to them. Who else? The Lions would grab him up if he fell to them. Like, he's not making it all the way to us. So we would have to move up extensively. Like, if we got into the 20, like if we got into like the teens, then I might be like, okay, we hope he's up. But he's not dropping below 20. He's not. He's not. Shedeur might, but he's not. And it's stupid. Shedeur should be the first player off the board. But they're going to be like, oh, we're going to go this way. And then Shedeur going to go to a better team and then show out. And they're all going to be like, how did we miss? How did we not know this? I'm like, because you guys are idiots. And you have the audacity to say, somebody like, because I'm a YouTuber, I don't know what I'm talking about. Get out of here, bro. You guys are the stupid ones. You can be heavily persuaded by other media reports. Not me. I trust what my eyes are telling me. That's why I knew Tank Dell was going to be nice. I watched tape and I watched him with eyes. Remember, I kept preaching. I'm like, yo, Tank Dell is unguardable. Everyone's saying it. You can't get no hands on it. You can't even jam it. That's a problem. If he was able to get jammed with his small frame, that's totally different, right? And you were using him in motion so people can get his hands on him, or using him in a slot so people would have a less chance of getting their hands on him. But using him on the outside, they were trying to jam the man. They couldn't even get hands on him. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be a problem. That's your eyes should be able to tell you that. Just because ESPN says no, you're wrong. He's too small. And everything. And they're like, oh, because it's ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I don't care if the worldwide leader in opinions. I trust my eyes. That's how I knew Lamar would be good. I knew Lamar was going to be good from high school. Hold on, guys. Oh, okay. I thought it was that. Okay. I would give someone in the top 5 mark nose hand. Envy with that name. You have me dying, bro. For one of those teams. Yeah, me too. Me too. I would trade Mark Andrews to move up into the top 20. I would in a heartbeat. With a chance to get one of those guys, and Abdul Carter, whoever else it is, and some of the other guys, bro, to move on from Mark Andrews, I'd do it in a heartbeat. You didn't even have to ask me. I would do it immediately. We're not going to do it. We'll see anyways. Mind you, whatever move he made will be before the draft. Like EDC said, all his moves are made before the draft, not during the draft. He does not believe in doing that during the draft. So, and for anybody being like, how do you know he said that out of his own mouth? Said it out of his own mouth. Good morning, Blacks. How you doing? The Giants would be idiots if they don't take Shedeur. They'd be idiotic. They have Malik Neighbors. Like, you're not going to try to go to Shedeur? You're out of your mind. If the Giants don't get him, I have a feeling the Browns are going to get both. I think the Browns could get Shedeur and they get Travis Hunter. And if that happens, I promise you right now, bro, I'm gonna be insufferable on my channel. Like I'm gonna be ridiculous. I'm gonna lose my mind. Y'all gonna be begging for Nitro to come. Nitro, come down, please. Hold your heart. Don't let your blood pressure shoot up. I'm gonna go crazy in there, bro. If the Browns could pull off getting Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, bro, you can't tell me, bro. The way I would lay into EDC in them, bro, would be monumental. It'd be monumentous, bro. Because y'all would have let that happen. Because you could always see how a team's pivoting, right? You can see how they're positioning. And you would let both those players fall to one team in your division. Hey, yo, with 11 draft picks, hey, yo, y'all living reckless out here. How did I ever let you get away? My draft picks. I'll be singing this song Sunday. Hey. Bro, I'm dead serious with you, bro. Oh my God. Could you, bro, if anybody, listen, y'all go in the coach's chat when y'all get a chance, right? Or one of these other YouTubers chat and ask them what they would do if the Browns somehow got Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. Go ask them what they would do. I'll tell you right there, you think I'd be insufferable? Coach would probably be like, I can't believe it. They really did that. Did they ain't easy say let it happen, man. He'd probably be singing along with me. Lunch break would be vicious. I already hey, lunch break hot take would be so vicious against them. Ing would probably be like, he'd just be disappointed. Because their personalities, Ing would be like disappointed, like, man, I can't believe they let that happen. Like, what are you guys? Come on, guys. That'd be Ing. Lunch break hot take. I told you, you needed another GM. What are we doing? Defund the defense, defund the front office. Hashtag both of them. Coach would be singing with me. I'm dead serious with you, bro. And Rogue, a handoff for Rogue probably just be like, that'd be handoff. I'm telling you, bro. I know their person. That's exactly what they would do. Oh, it has? That could be. I'm telling you, bro. That would look like the Browns are doing, trying to position themselves. They'd be in the playoffs the same year. I'm not even asking you that. They'd be in the playoffs. They got a good receiver, right? They got a decent tight. They got good tight ends, right? A great defense. And the defense will get even better with a Travis Hunter and Travis Hunter in the duel, so you can use them as a weapon and on defense. With the pair with the safety they got and Myles Garrett. Come on now, bro. It'd be ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm hoping, you know what? I think I'm gonna ask Ing. I don't have the program because I've never used it to get people on, but I want to get some of these guys on there too, on my channel too. Like, I've never had anybody on the channel. Yeah, I need to try to get that done. Straight up. I think if I asked Ing, he would say yes. I think if I asked Coach, he'd say yes. I need to start getting on more. I just was on Coach's channel like a month back. That was fun. But yeah, I definitely want to get on some of these other ones too. Definitely. Or bring Coach on mine. Just brainstorming. Hey, Shedeur should fall no lower than at 9. And for the Saints could overthink it too. The entire NFL overthought Lamar Jackson twice. They overthought it in the draft, and they overthought it when it was time for him to get paid. So yeah, it's there, bro. And teams will live and die by their choices. The Giants knew that Daniel Jones wasn't everything, and they let go of the face of their franchise and their running back Barkley and pay Jones. So this is the NFL. I don't want to hear that, oh, they're all geniuses. Get out of here. That is one of the most stupidest asinine decisions you have ever seen in life. And they've done it consistently. How many teams passed over Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers was the last pick in the first round. How many teams passed over Tom Brady? Like, come on now, bro. How many teams passed over Russell Wilson? Jordan Love. Come on now, bro. What's the old quarterback from the Jets and now played for the Seahawks? So I believe what's his name? Right? Look at him. Everybody, all of the teams thought he was a bust. Now they would love to have his services. Like, bro, they stay wrong. That's why I be laughing when people say Geno Smith. Yeah, Geno Smith. I don't know what to say, but that's why I be laughing when people try to tell me, oh, they know more than you. No, they don't. Just because they got the job doesn't mean they know more than me. You know how many jobs I've been in where I like, bro, I'll give you a perfect example. When I was at the prison, right, there was something called aftercare, right? The lady who is over all the branches of the aftercare, she had, mind you, she's training another aftercare officer, had to come into my office for me to show her how to do the aftercare on the OS system. And she's supposed to be the teacher of it, and she's the head of everybody that's in Florida that does aftercare for the prison system. So y'all can't tell me, like, when I say you can't tell me nothing. Oh! I missed the entire season contingent on shortage. Exactly. We don't listen, man. There's a good chance they don't. I'm dead serious, bro. Teams overthink things all the time because they want to try to outthink the other person while they're outthinking themselves. Benny, what's good? What's good? Finally caught me live. Glad you're here, man. But yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to say to people, man. Sometimes it is more contingent. Some guys just can't come in and just contribute. Sometimes it needs time. Sometimes it matters where you go. Every quarterback for the Jets has been bad. That's why I told people, I said, everyone's saying that Aaron Rodgers is washed. I don't believe Aaron Rodgers is washed at all. I think if Aaron Rodgers goes to a good team, he's going to show out. I really do believe that. That's why I do not want him in the AFC North. And y'all going to be like, oh, wow, look at him doing one thing. I told y'all, man. I haven't watched tape on neither one of those guys. Monty, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't watched tape on either one of those guys. So I want to know. And I'm not saying, but I'm saying perception. Perception was that he was trash, that he was a bust. But then when you look at all the quarterbacks that have left, the Jets have done well for the most part. They've done extreme or done well. Donation, man. Today is a glorious Friday. Blessings to the chat. Yesterday is Good Friday. Thank you so much for the donation. Best nation donation. I hope you and your family is good, man. On this Good Friday, man. Hit the like button too, guys. There's 47 people in here. Hit the like button, please. So yeah, man. So I'm trying to tell everybody, like, I'm not saying that they all turn out to be stars, but for the most part, the Jets proved that they don't know what to do with a good quarterback on a multitude of fronts. So you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can get something good. Like they could have been building around Geno, right? 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 Best nation, donation. Exactly, King Blaze. Thank you for the donation, man. It really, really is appreciated. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to understand that, like, it's one of those things
where I'm going in and out. Yeah, I heard what he said, but it's the Jets. I don't expect, mind you, I know that he's difficult. I know that. So I'm not making excuses for him. But the Jets are the Jets for a reason. They're the Jets because they're the Jets. Like, people will say and want to think piece on it. No, they're the Jets. That's one thing with this. A lot of shenanigans with him, but Aaron Rodgers can still play. I've watched tape. I've seen him still throw that ball and fit it into amazing spaces. So I know he can still play. And I'm telling you right now, he goes to another team that it's like solidified. I'm telling you, he'll be in the running for MVP next year. Mark my words. Y'all will be like, okay, Nitro. Then when it's happening, wow. Like, I told y'all. I told you. And y'all going to be Nitro. Don't tell us you were right there. Okay, we believe you, man. We believe you. Y'all going to tell me, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Mark my words. You heard it here. Matter of fact, somebody clip it right now. If Aaron Rodgers goes to a contender, a team with a good roster, he will be in the MVP voting next year on everything I love. Y'all will be like, how? I'll be like, oh, yep, that's how. Y'all say, nah, clip this thing. If you don't believe me, clip it. I do this for fun, bro. When I tell people to clip it, most people now that watch the show will be like, nah, I ain't going to go against Nigel. He be doing some fool. He be calling out some crazy stuff. Like, yeah, go ahead. Be brave enough. Clip this and try to hold me to it. Go ahead, man. I said he'll be in the running. He will be in the running. I'm telling you, bro. It's nothing about, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all gonna be like, bro, ain't no way. I'm gonna be like, what'd you say? What'd you say? I thought you said this. You're gonna be, all right, Nitro, all right, man. Then you gotta rub it in. Like, I tried to tell you, man. I trust my eyes, man. Aaron can still play. He can still fling that ball. He can still fling that ball, man. He can still fling it. He can still fling that thing. And think about it. It's the ultimate redemption story. Because you know they're trying to do more narrative based when it comes to the MVP too. He'll be in the MVP. I'm telling you, he'll be in the MVP talks. He'll be in the MVP talks. He'll be in the MVP talks. Everyone's gonna be like, wow. I'll be like, yep, there it goes. They're gonna be like, wow, he might really win the MVP. Y'all gonna be like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. He gonna come to the AFC North and ball out of control. And y'all gonna be mad. You're like, where was this when you was in the AFC with Josh? I'm gonna tell y'all. I gotta tell your phone, be like, bro, it's the Jets for a reason. I know, listen, I get the not being scared part. I'm not saying to be scared. What I'm saying is that the man's gonna come and have a heck of a year. If he doesn't end up coming, if he goes to the Steelers, he's gonna have a heck of a year. Heck of a year. He doesn't want to get hit as much. He'll be just fine. I'm telling y'all. Y'all are gonna sit there like, how? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, I believe Lamar will win it, but I think he's going to be in the running. I think, like I said, I think Lamar wins MVP next year, and I think we win the title. But I think he's going to be in the running. I'm telling y'all, man, I just have that innate feeling, bro. Mind you, I'm not perfect. Maybe I could be wrong, but I'm telling y'all, man, I got a feeling. I tell y'all my mind. I don't shy away from that stuff. Telling y'all, man, if Rodgers goes to the Steelers, bro, I'm gonna tell you when the draft is done, I'm gonna give you my picks for the AFC North. Barring injury, I'm gonna give you my picks. So y'all know exactly how I feel about the AFC North by the draft, straight up. Yeah, he got bigger goals, but it doesn't mean, bro. But it's not just about the MVP. It's about what you earn. He earned the MVP last year and didn't get it. He earned it. He earned it. Like, and they took it away. That's why the former players are even like, bro, he was the all-pro. He was the all pro. What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? So that's why, Deion Sanders and all of them, they couldn't believe it. Shannon Sharp couldn't believe it. None of them could believe it. They're like, bro, what kind of crap is this, man? Come on now, man. Stop with the foolishness. Hey, because what they've done, they don't realize that a player that didn't have the best record in the league, didn't have the best statistics in the league, won the MVP. Hey, like that's not been done before. Benny Lokini, who do you think is going to do that? You think Lamar's going to do that? Daisy's a hot dog. He doesn't want to go. Now, do you remember when First Take asked when first has no season versus Mahomes and everyone said Lamar Jackson? Yeah, I remember. Nothing new. Yeah, me too. But I want us to embarrass every team, not just Buffalo. I want us to be that. I want us to crush every team. And if our team does what they're supposed to, we would crush every team next year. Problem is that Harbaugh be coaching and doing Harbaugh type things, and be looking us in the face and be like, oh, I, Kenyatta, hey, with the 2,000 donation. Joe Burrow, Super Bowl MVP. Thank you for the donation, man. God bless, man. Happy Good Friday to you. I don't think you're gonna win the Super Bowl next year. I don't think so at all. But Kenyatta, you'll be. I know you. Catch the show. I know you're a Bengals fan. You'll see where my rankings for this year go. You'll see. I'm gonna tell you what I think the rankings for the AFC North is gonna be this year again. After the draft, because it would be foolish to do it before the draft because there's so many moving parts. And like I said, if the Browns get Shedeur and Travis, bro, but the AFC North is going to have problems. And I'm not scared. I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is that those two young men are going to transform the Browns. I'm telling y'all, if they get both of them, they're going to transform the Browns. The Browns will be looked at as a top 3, top 5 team in the AFC for years to come. I'm telling y'all that right now. Y'all can believe whatever y'all want. Think I'm wrong. Think I'm tripping. Anything like that. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn today. What is in here? I got this box right here that I got from them. Oh, okay. They're getting pound cakes. That's cool. All right, I'll put this inside, and we are done. Yeah, because Thursday is the draft. I'm gonna be live, but I know a lot of people. I'm probably not gonna have a lot of people on the live because 410 is doing it with Engraven, so a lot of people is gonna be over there. I think Coach is doing a lot of people over there. So I think there's going to be a lot of people just jumping around from chat to chat, laughing and talking. But I'm going to be live for the draft. I'm going to be live for the draft. I wonder if I can call up Lamar and I go live from there. That'd be so cool. Go on live. You have a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, they're having a straight party with 410 and they're doing that whole party thing. So I didn't even know they knew each other like that personally. I just knew that he was really cool with like Sarah from the Vault. I'm a Philip Rivers fan. You're crazy. You feel me, KBZ? The hard schedule ends up being hard for the Ravens opponents. Ravens be blitzing top teams. Yeah, we're the boogeyman. The only top team that don't mind playing us is the Chiefs.
because the Chiefs usually know, like they come in knowing that they have the mental, what's it called? The mental ground covered. They know that. So that's why they're like that. They're like, oh yeah, the coaches, they're scared of us. They're gonna coach tight, have the players tight. They're gonna call plays that don't work for them. They're gonna do everything foolish. So we don't gotta worry about it. We just play our game. The rest will help us out from the little holes that we had to. That's why they're the only big team that don't fear the Ravens. The only one. The only one. Every other one, the Lions, all that, they're like, oh my God, we gotta go against Lamar and the Ravens again. They don't like that. Especially the beating that we put on some of these teams, bro. The beat down we put on the Lions, the beat down we put down on the Bills. Like, we've blown out these teams. What did Smarty say? I'm driving, so I can't really see it, guys. Can someone tell me what Smarty said? Someone said that's a wild take. What's the take? He said Sarah said to keep Greg Roman back in the day. A lot of them liked Greg Roman. A lot of them thought Lamar couldn't flourish outside of that. Wouldn't really surprise me. A lot of people thought that Lamar couldn't flourish without Greg Roman. I'm like, I knew that wasn't the case. Not because I like Lamar. It was because, okay, when we went up tempo and it was the 2-minute drill, he shined. Usually, when you can't, like, when you're not good like that, those are the places where you struggle. He was at his best when they said, okay, call the plays at the line, Lamar, just go. That's where he shined. When you didn't have the coaches, we got our set plays. I got him. I can do whatever I want. Let's go. And he was running out wherever he wanted him. He was just going off. And it's like, oh, he's a fast break. He plays even better in the fast break. Kingley, what does that even mean? If she wanted to keep it, she wanted to keep him. That's her opinion. I think everybody's happy that he's not here anymore. Straight up. Like, and mind you, I don't even hate Greg Roman. I don't. My problem, because think about it, some of the problems we have with Greg Roman, we still have them now. Problem with Greg Roman is he doesn't believe, he thinks the run game is so dominant, you don't have to have a dominant pass game. That's foolish in today's NFL. That's a foolish mindset. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kingley, what did you mean by that? This man pits over tits that I'm whipping that Lambo. Not at all, man. I'm driving this truck very carefully. I don't go over the speed limit. I just cruise, man. I cruise. That's another thing too. Oh, Kingley says agreed in Japanese. It's a guy that in the chat. I lived in Japan when I was a kid. Oh, for real? Shout out to you, Kingley. The only thing I know is the kanji for king. Because I used to watch Power Rangers and I love the Gold Ranger. And everybody the Gold Ranger had the 1, 2, and 3. And that's the kanji for king. That's the only kanji I know off the top of my head. That's cool, man. I always wanted to go to Japan, bro. Always wanted to go to Japan. I always wanted to go to Japan. And if I ever go to Japan, I'm going live every day from there too. I'm gonna be up in there chilling like Mozi Kaicho. Yeah, I heard Japan is beautiful, man. Can you imagine going live from Japan? That'd be crazy. Is that Japan is so aesthetically pleasing? Bro. Rush Hour Kid. Yo, Yami be getting me. Yami be knowing all my references, bro. That is crazy. It's like, bro, Yami, me and you would get along in real life. I just know we would. I know we would. You may be getting all my references, bro. Lamar, the litmus test. Oh yeah, he's the dollar. He's what everything else is compared to. He's what everything else is compared, but he doesn't get the respect of being the scale. It's nasty work. Who are you? I'm you. No, I'm me. That's what I'm asking. Shut up. Who are you? Me. I am me. No, not me, you. I am you. That's what I told you. Oh my God. Yo, when he went to the back and touched the big guy and he said, oh my, oh, oh my goodness, I went the wrong way. He's like, Lee, man got a head like Barry Bonds, man. Hilarious. Oh man. All right, guys. So I'm back at the house finally, safe and sound. Just want to thank everybody for joining the live. Hopefully, everyone else that is in here, you like the stream. We got 36 people still in here. Please like the stream. It helps out so much. And if you want to donate, hit up the super chat or you can hit up the Cash App, okay? I hope you guys have a blessed weekend, a blessed Good Friday. I'm going to go spend the day with my kid and we're going to go do some egg hunting. And I'll go and I'll put out a video later, okay? Once again, y'all stay safe. I love you guys. And I'm out this piece. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yerp.